Hope quietly emerges in 2 Chronicles chapter 23, after 6 years of Athaliah's ruthless rule over Judah. Hidden within the temple is Joash, the last surviving heir of King David's royal line. The time has now come for God's promise to be revealed, as Jehoiada the priest prepares a carefully planned restoration of the rightful king. In the 7th year, Jehoiada gathers his courage and forms a covenant with trusted military commanders. Among them are Azariah, son of Jeroham, Ishmael, son of Jehohanan, Azariah, son of Obed, Maaseiah, son of Adiah, and Elishaphat, son of Zichri. Together they travel throughout Judah, calling the Levites and the heads of Israelite families to come to Jerusalem. When everyone has assembled at the temple, Jehoiada reveals the reason for the gathering. Standing before the leaders, he presents young Joash and declares that the son of the king must reign, just as the Lord promised concerning the descendants of David. What had been hidden for years is now ready to be made known. Jehoiada organizes the priests and Levites with great care. Different groups are assigned to guard the temple gates, while others remain close to the young king. Only those permitted to minister may enter the sacred areas, and everyone else is instructed to remain in the temple courts. The plan is designed to protect Joash, while ensuring that worship continues according to God's commands. The Levites surround the boy king with weapons in their hands, prepared to defend him at all costs. Jehoiada even distributes the spears and shields that had once belonged to King David and had been preserved in the house of God. The symbols of David's reign now become part of restoring David's rightful heir. At the appointed moment, Jehoiada brings Joash forward before the people. He places the crown upon his head, gives him the book of the covenant, and anoints him as king. Then the priests and the gathered crowd cry out with one joyful voice, "Long live the king!" The sound reaches Queen Athaliah, who rushes to the temple to discover what is happening. There she sees Joash standing beside the pillar in the customary place for the king. The officers, trumpeters, singers, and joyful crowds surround him in celebration. Realizing that her reign is over, Athaliah tears her robes and shouts, "Treason! Treason!" Jehoiada refuses to allow bloodshed inside the temple. He orders the commanders to escort Athaliah outside through the horse gate leading to the palace, where she is put to death. The temple is kept holy, and the transfer of power is completed without defiling God's house. With the usurper removed, Jehoiada leads another important step. He makes a covenant between the Lord, the king, and the people, declaring that they will once again be the Lord's people. This renewal is not simply political. It is a return to wholehearted worship. The people immediately act on that commitment. They go to the temple of Baal, tear it down, smash its altars and idols, and kill Matan, the priest of Baal, before the altars. Idolatry that had flourished under Athaliah is decisively removed from the land. Jehoiada then restores the proper worship of the Lord. He appoints the priests and Levites according to the instructions given by David, so that burnt offerings, singing, and rejoicing once again fill the temple. Gatekeepers are stationed to guard the entrances, ensuring that nothing ceremonially unclean enters the house of God. Finally, Jehoiada, the military leaders, the nobles, and all the people escort King Joash from the temple to the royal palace. The young king takes his seat on the throne of Judah, and the city celebrates. Peace returns because the wicked rule of Athaliah has come to an end. This chapter reminds us that God faithfully keeps his promises, even when they seem almost forgotten. For 6 years, the rightful king remained hidden, but God's covenant with David never failed. In his perfect timing, what was concealed was revealed, and righteousness was restored. No obstacle is too great to prevent God from fulfilling his purposes. The story continues in 2 Chronicles chapter 24, where the young King Joash begins his reign under Jehoiada's guidance. Together they repair the temple, but after Jehoiada's death, Joash faces choices that will determine the direction of his kingdom.